In this video, I wanted to continue discussing Chaucer's Book of the Duchess and the parallel structures. And we looked at, in the last video, I looked at Alcyone and how she died because she couldn't separate herself from a material connection to her loved one, King Sais. And when Sais was destroyed, because Alcyone was not able to transfer her psychological and emotional connection into a realm different from the material, she too faced her demise and died. Now, what about the Black Knight? The Black Knight is such that he also has suffered a loss of someone he loved. So there's a connection that is formed when you love someone. I think this is what we can draw from the Book of the Duchess, that really serves to integrate the two selves into one. And when one of the halves then disappears materially, what happens to the second half, the half that is left grieving and suffering loss? That's the question. So how does the Black Knight escape what happened to Alcyone? Because there's one thing that we know the Black Knight does not do: he does not die. Notice what the Black Knight is able to do. He is able to remember the physical image of the one he lost, Blanche. And so literally he is able to member again the pieces of her body in his mind, and he sees her in his imagination. So he is able to take the realm of the real relationship and to remove it into the realm of his imagination. So he is placed one remove between himself and the lady he lost, the actual loss in real life. And notice that when Chaucer, when the interlocutor, when the other man in the poem talking to the Black Knight makes the Black Knight remember that she is dead, the Black Knight again turns to stone. Okay, not I mean figuratively. He is shocked again with the reality of his loss. So one way he survives this is he removes the loss from the realm of the real lived experience into his imagination. And when he is forced to come back out into the world of real life lived experience, that's when he again faces the shock. But he distances himself, and he is able to revive her in his mind. So he does very much, you need to see in this book, very much play around with the pictures, the images of the one he lost. Notice also that he artistically designs these images, and the evidence for that is that he describes it in verse. So he himself is a poet, right? He's rhyming his descriptions, and that, I believe, covering over the raw wound of a loss with the artistic gauze of design and creation. Because you create when you make a poem, you're creating design and beauty, harmony. Helps, as it serves as a buffer for the Black Knight. All right. Now the Black Knight is able to stay alive, but he is not able to fully escape his loss. All right. So you get the picture that when he gets on his horse and rides back to the castle, he is still really suffering with this, and he's probably going to come back out tomorrow, the next day, and be under the trees, bemoaning this issue. So what does the poet do? Because at the end, the poet is able to be healed completely. Now, what is your proof that the poet is healed completely? We'll discuss this in the next video.